Good morning. How are you feeling? I didn't sleep that well. So, I guess let's head to the kitchen, get some coffee. Here we are, first thing in the morning, getting some coffee going. It's been a rough night, and I feel like I may need more than one cup this morning. A lot of times when we're feeling really tired, like we haven't gotten a good night's sleep, the first thing we do is reach for caffeine. I'm guilty of it just like everybody else. The problem is we tend to drink more than our bodies are used to, creating a situation where our bodies believe we're under a lot of stress or that there's danger. So it releases a cortisol into the system, which is good for helping us to deal with stress, but eventually begins to break the body down. So if we get a lack of sleep and we constantly drink more caffeine than our body is used to, then we're always going to have a supply of cortisol in the system, breaking things down. So we want to try to prevent doing that. Try getting a little bit of exercise because it releases endorphins. It releases dopamine to help you feel good and noradrenaline to give you energy. Drink more water. Right? Do simple things besides getting in extra caffeine. Sleep is essential. A few of the things that sleep does is it releases hormones into the system to help increase muscle fibers and bone density. At night is also when there's fat metabolism that happens. We need to be in a deep, restorative sleep for this to happen. Another thing that happens is that our body releases what are called T cells or killer cells. Those cells will scour the body while we're asleep, looking for bacteria, fungus, infections, anything that can make us sick, and it kills them. But again, we need to be asleep for around 6 hours for this process to happen. There are things we can do to help. We can get in foods that are high in tryptophan, which is an essential amino acid, which means our bodies need it, but doesn't make it on its own. We can get it from things like bananas, chicken, beef, milk, nuts and seeds. Now, it's not going to help you that night because tryptophan is eventually made into serotonin, and then serotonin is made into melatonin, and melatonin is the hormone that helps us to sleep. And it's done first thing in the morning. So if you eat something with tryptophan at night, it'll turn into melatonin in the morning. Keep in mind of what the consequences are of not getting enough sleep at night. For instance, if you don't get enough sleep at night, 4 hours of accumulative sleep deprivation, which means it doesn't have to happen in one night, your body craves an extra 900 energy-dense calories, things that are made with simple carbohydrates. So that might be something to consider when you think about, well, how much sleep do you really need at night? They recommend that the average human adult gets 7 to 9 hours of sleep at night so that the body can complete all of the processes of repair, of scouring for bacteria and viruses, washing out the brain, the kidneys, the liver, and resetting the system for a new day. Now, you can do things like take melatonin supplements, But they really do not recommend doing that for more than a week at a time. Otherwise, your body gets used to it and then requires that supplement in order to get to sleep. And we don't want to be reliant on any supplement. So, up to a week to balance out your circadian rhythm, which usually goes with the sunset and the sunrise. But then take a break after a week. Even if it means you'll get a little bit less sleep, we want to reset our system so that we're not relying on that supplement to get a good night's sleep. Now, you can also eat things that are high in melatonin. Tart cherries are high in melatonin. If you're going to do it through way of juice, though, try and find one that says no sugar added. Also milk, which might be why maybe you heard when you were younger, if you can't sleep, drink a glass of warm milk. Fish is also a good form of melatonin. And if you eat those things, they will help you to sleep that night since they already contain melatonin and don't need to be turned into it. Right, so try to set up a routine. That's what your body wants. Go to bed at the same time every night. Wake up at the same time every day. Do some sort of routine that tells your body it's now time to start relaxing to go to sleep. Turn off all screens about a half an hour before you go to bed, or at the very least, put on the blue light filters. Maybe do some yoga or meditation, something that's going to help you to relax and convince your body that now it's time to go to sleep. Keep your room as dark as possible, as quiet as possible. If that requires wearing something over your ears and eyes, if that's possible, then do that. And the ambient temperature in the room should be around 65 degrees. Try to avoid eating at least 3 hours before bedtime because, one, your digestive tract slows down by 50%, and unused calories are stored as fat. So you may not fully digest the foods that you're eating. And two, it can keep you awake if it's heavy foods. So try to sustain from snacking late at night. Try to set up a bedtime routine. Do some sort of exercise throughout the day, as they've shown that this helps you to sleep better at night, as well as eating a breakfast that's high in protein and fats to keep cortisol low in the system. And hopefully that will set your body up to slip into a nice, restful, deep sleep. Thank you very much. I hope you have an amazing sleep tonight. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye-bye.